Hello, this is Steve with Steve's Guitar Tips. We're going to go over a classic song by Hank Williams called Lost Highway. Now to play this song, you're going to have a D chord, you're going to have an A chord, and you're going to have a G chord. Now this song is in the key of D. So again, we got D, A, and G chords. Now the pattern we're going to use a root strum. In our case, it's going to be a root pluck because I'm going to pluck the strings. Okay, so we'll have a D with our thumb, so the open D string, followed by the first finger on the G string, second finger on the B string, third finger on the high E. So all together it'll be like this. Then on your A chord, what you do is you'll play the root to start with, followed by G, B, and high E again, all together. So then we're going to have a G chord. You're going to play your low E string with your thumb, followed by G, B, and high E again. Okay, so now we're going to play the intro of the song. The intro is going to be a D for one measure, and the measure is going to be like this. Then you're going to have a split measure where you'll split between a D and an A chord. That'll sound like this. Then we're going to go back to D for two measures. Okay, so now we'll play it all together. Okay, from there we're going to go right into verse 1. Verse 1, you're going to sing, I'm a rolling stone, all alone and lost, for a life of sin, I have paid the cost. When I pass by, all the people say, there goes another boy down the lost highway. Now the only trick to playing that is that the split measures you'll see there. In one point we go from a D to G. So you start with a stone, you play that for one measure on your D. Then you go to alone, you're going to split the measure. So from a D to G. Back to D. Now the other place you have a split measure in that song is going to be at the end, where you go from lost, the highway. You're going to have a D you start off on. See, we'll start on the word boy. Boy, down the lost highway. So right there before lost, you have another split measure going from D to A. Now every verse is going to be the same after this. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you a secondary pattern you can play that make it a little more interesting and more intricate. It's called root 5 strumming, in our case root 5 plucking or picking, which we'll be doing. To do this, what you're going to do is you're going to add a 5 to your root note. So the first thing you're going to play is a root note on D. The second time you're going to play a low A, which is going to be your A string. So it'll sound like this. Then on your A chord, what you do is you'll play the root to start with, like we normally do. So the A. Then we're going to go to the E string. So it'll be like this. Then on our G chord, you're going to play your low E string like normal. Then you're going to go to your D string. It's all together. Okay, so now we're going to play verse 2 using this pattern. Just a deck of cards and a jug of wine and a woman's lies make a life like mine. From the day we met, I went astray. Started rolling down that lost highway. Now what you notice there, the only trick is when we have those split measures, for example, going to D to G, you're only going to be able to play your root notes at that point. And then when you go from the D to A at the end, same thing. Now when you play the musical interlude, that's just going to be the same chords being played again, so you just keep playing the same pattern. I'm going to go ahead and go to verse 3. I'm going to do this with just the root pluck that we were doing earlier. I was just a lad, nearly 22, neither good nor bad, just a kid like you. And now I'm lost, too late to pray. Lord, I paid the cost down the lost highway. Okay, so now we're going to go over verse 4. We'll do the root strum again, a root pluck or pick, as we're doing on this song. Now, boys, don't start your rambling around on this road of sin, or you're sorrow bound. Take my advice, or you curse the day started rolling down that lost highway. Okay, so that's the song Lost Highway by Hank Williams.